Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Joanna, and today we're going to be making chia seed hair gel. So getting into how I made this gel, I began by pouring 1/3 of a cup of chia seed into my bowl, and then I added 2 cups of water. And then instead of heating it up on the stove, I went ahead and heated it up in the microwave. I'd already tried it once with heating it up on the stove, and when I heated it up on the stove, I had a lot of product loss because it became very dry in the bottom. So I ended up opting to heat the bowl up in the microwave at 30 to 45 second intervals. And the next step, I just took a mason jar and pulled some pantyhose over it, and I just poured the chia seed in. I ended up just putting a little bit at a time, straining a bit at a time, and putting a lot of focus on that because it's so incredibly hard to get this gel out. I took an hour and a half to get it all out, and I still didn't get everything. And then I placed it in the fridge for about an hour and then took it out, and as you can see, it is still very watery and does not quite sit up like a hair gel. And that brings us to now. So I will be back after I wash my hair, and we will go ahead and try this out. Okay, I am back, and we are now going to apply the gel. I'm going to start by raking it through. Oh, it's really hard to kind of apply.
Wet and sticky is very icky. Sticky and wet makes mommy upset.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Okay, it's kind of hard to apply. It's not gel-like at all, and it's all over my thighs. But I am just scrunching it in as if I would with a gel. And it's working pretty well, I would say. Okay, it is now completely applied. I'm going to go ahead and let this mixture air dry. I might diffuse my roots a little bit, but that'll be the only heat I use unless I say otherwise later on. So I will see you guys whenever it decides to completely dry. I hope soon. Hey guys, I am back. It is about 5 hours later now. It took a lot longer for it to dry than I expected, so I did hit it with a diffuser for about 5 minutes to get it completely dry. So here we are. So now we are just going to go ahead and scrunch off the cast and see the final look of everything. Okay, so this is the final scrunched out product. It's very nice. It's nice. I don't know if it was really worth all the trouble that I went through to get it, but it's nice. It's a good hair day. I will say my hair is a tad bit frizzier than usual. That could as easily just be environmental because I do live on the Gulf Coast and it's very humid here. But comparing it to my other wash days in the Gulf Coast, it is a bit frizzier. So I'm going to kind of put that on the chia seed, not really environment. My hair feels very moisturized, but the gripe I have with that is it feels over moisturized. And I think just in combination with my typical wash routine, plus the chia seed, which is pretty well known for being very hydrating, I think it's too much for me personally. Despite that, I still have very good definition in my hair right now for it being over moisturized, and it does feel over moisturized. I think this would be a good recipe for someone with a lot of patience and some pretty dry hair. I live in a very humid environment, and my hair is already pretty moisturized as it is with the deep conditioning I do and the conditioners I use. So this gel was probably just not made for my hair type personally. It did give me good definition, especially towards the bottom. So my top bits are pretty weighed down, and they're also frizzier than usual, as we can kind of see. I'm also pulling at my hair, so it probably is not helping my situation. So getting into if I would recommend you doing this. Again, like I said earlier, this would be a great DIY for someone with a lot of patience and fairly dry hair who lives in a pretty unhumid environment. I think just the combination of the environment I live in and my routine, my hair is just weighed down. But despite that, it still looks very good. I do love the results. I do think it looks very nice, and I think it will maybe last for a few days. I hope. I will go ahead and insert a picture of day 2 hair here as well to show you if it did or did not work. Overall, it did not work out for me perfectly. It did work, just not to the extent of what my other products usually do, or even what my flaxseed did, which blew me away. This was just kind of it was an experience. I will label it as that so I don't feel guilt at night when I'm trying to go to bed. I would recommend it. Everyone's hair is different. It could work out way better for you than me. If I had to liken this to anything, I would say it would be the Diva Curl Light Defining Gel, which I use that gel when I'm trying to get to as close to no product hair as possible while diminishing frizz. So that concludes this video. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to like and maybe subscribe. And if you guys go ahead and try this recipe out, DM me, tag me in photos. I want to see, because everyone's hair is different and it's fun.
Kind of.
I will say this recipe is tedious and will take a while, but maybe it's worth it in the end for you, a lot more so than it was for me. I don't want to be so negative. I really don't want to come off as negative. I hope I'm not being too negative. It did work, just didn't work to the extent of what I had hoped it would. I'm now going to stop talking so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, wonderful weekend, wonderful whatever, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.